today we're traveling through southern Indiana, Clarksville, and we're going to the home of Bettye Wise, the soprano for Made New Acappella. We're going to take a few moments and sit down with Bettye and find out a little more about what it means to be made new in her own words, and to get an inside story on the life inside of a Made New member. I think you're going to enjoy hearing a little more about Bettye, and you're going to enjoy getting to know her on a more personal level. So sit back, relax, and let's go inside and talk a little bit with Bettye Wise. We're pulling up now to the Wise Estates, and I'm gonna go in and sit down with her for a little while, talk a little bit about Made New Acappella. We're arriving at the home of Bettye Wise. She has apron in tow. We're gonna go inside now and talk to Bettye Wise of Made New Acappella. All right, we're just gonna talk while she's doing what she does. Nothing much. We want to tell the listening audience a little bit about Bettye Wise, the real Bettye Wise, what they don't get to see.
Lord, not the real one.
We know, first of all, we know that you're a minister's wife, and that you've taken in family members, both young and old, and provided care for them. How do you balance all of that along with being a career woman and being a member of Made New?
Really what I've done, I've tried to set my priorities. It's always God and family first.
Okay.
So it was a non-negotiable. That's what I decided to do. I just made up my mind. It's not easy all the time. It's just what I feel that God would want me to do.
Right. And tell me about that, because sometimes when we're on the road traveling, I know that you have a mother-in-law that you're providing care for in your home, and your father-in-law. And her health in such a way that she requires a lot of, maintenance and help. So tell me, how do you balance that, or how do you deal with, the stress of that being on your mind along with performing?
Well, what I've done, I've set in place. I have people to come in and help me while I'm gone, so I have to do that well in advance. So it's really good that I have a good manager to let us know the dates that when we're leaving, so I can have some caregivers to come in and give me a hand while I'm out of town.
And I think that's wonderful that you are able to take in your parents, and provide that care that oftentimes people just kind of push off on someone else in those latter years. And you have always been so great about giving excellent care. So I commend you for, what you've done for your husband's parents. Also, tell me a little bit about your career. I know you work in the school system, and that's something else that's very demanding. Tell me a little bit about what you do in the school system here.
Well, what I do, I'm a guidance counselor in a middle school. And what I've decided to do early on was to make sure that I would put myself in a position where I could help young people. Right now, our young people are at a pinnacle moment in their lives. And I want to make sure that I'm that positive person to help to guide them to do the things that are right. I also bring my Christianity with me, and I make sure I try to put that in as much as I can. Dealing with the world, you're not supposed to say anything, but anytime I have an opportunity, I will talk about the Lord.
Right, and that's the way we all should be. And tell me about you also took in one of your siblings. Tell me a little bit about Coriana.
Coriana, my mom and I, she's actually my sister. She has to call me Aunt Bettye because she cannot call me by my first name. I'm my elder, so I have to make sure that we have that respect. She was having some issues with my mom, staying out late and doing some things she wasn't supposed to do. And so my mom and I had a conversation. I told her just to send her to me. And we decided, along with my husband, because that's his decision too, to have a teenage child in our life. Lord have mercy. But anyway, we had to work with her on getting her on the right track, and along with my husband, and also my church family too, because I involved everyone to help to guide her and get on the right track. Right now, she's graduating college. She will be working in the salon as soon as she completes her state test. And she also went out and got a job on her own, so she's also working too. So she'll be working 2 jobs.
She's doing very well. Doing very well.
I'm very proud of her.
Very proud of Coriana. Well, tell me a little bit about your other children. You have two of your own. Yeah. Tell me about Omari and Michaela.
Michaela, well, she's my eldest. She is our alto member in the group. Actually, she's the one that wanted me to sing with the group. She, I said, that'd be something fun to do for, a couple months, because I was really wanting to cook. That's all I wanted to do. When everybody got together, that was my thing to cook. And Michaela would say, "Come on, Mom, you sing soprano." I was just filling the holes, singing off notes sometimes, but I thought it was great because I sing soprano. I think the higher you go, the better it is. But anyway, I found out no. So Michaela's wonderful. She's a graduate of, actually she graduated 2 years ago. She's also a businesswoman. She works with Humana. And she loves to tell everybody what to do except her mom. My son, Omari, he's 23. He's still in school. He's actually a manager at GameStop.
Okay.
And he absolutely loves to work in the church. But his job now has him pretty much tied up. And he also loves to sing in the church. He's a song leader.
Okay. And tell me about, we caught you in your natural habitat here in the kitchen.
Oh, Lord, I still have
as we look, she's doing her thing.
I'm better now.
Anybody that's ever been here to visit Made New or been to the city of Louisville knows about Bettye Wise's cooking. Tell me about where this passion comes from.
Oh, my goodness. My mom, she lives in Omaha, Nebraska. My sisters, we all cook anytime anybody comes in town, whatever it is. We just love to get together and cook. When my family gets together, we do one or two things. We cook and sing. And so I got it from my grandmother. My grandmother, when African Americans could not stay in hotels, my grandmother's home was always open. And so when they had something going on by word of mouth through the church, my grandmother's house was the place to go for room and board and also to get something to eat.
Okay. Okay, so tell me, what's the most difficult part of being a member of Made New?
The difficult part of being in Made New, learning all the new material. And coming to practice knowing your part. When you're a larger group, you can kind of hide. But when you are responsible solely for coming together, you're it. Like, so you have to come ready. And so we hold each other accountable for what we're supposed to do. And I think we have respect for one another because we don't want anybody else to carry somebody else's burden.
Right.
We put our attitudes on the shelf, and if we're not doing what we're supposed to do, somebody's going to call somebody out. As long as you do it with respect, we're willing to listen.
Right.
To whatever you have to say. Since I'm the oldest, respect, thank you.
And how is that when your daughter has to correct you on something, or?
I take it in stride because it's not about me. And I kind of put that in my head. It's really not about me. And I really, really like the fact that she knows something. She understands that. And that's fine with me because I taught her to go out, figure things out. And because she's showing me up, that's okay. But that's who I want her to be.
Right.
So sometimes it gets on my nerves. Let me just say, let me put it out there. It gets on my nerves. But put it on the shelf. Keep it moving.
And what do you enjoy the most about the group, or just what we do?
Oh my goodness, it's a lot of things. We have such a diverse personalities. It's unbelievable. We span how many? I don't know how many generations.
It's like,
at least 3.
Oh, it's more than that, like 4 or 5.
Some of the music I'm familiar with, some I don't know what they're talking about. And I kind of appreciate. I think we all appreciate what everybody has to offer. So it's a little bit of everything. I can't say it's one thing. I mean, I think we laugh at each other more than anybody knows. I mean, our mistakes. We're happy when anybody does something fantastic. On their own. And so it's not like it's all about Made New. We love each other individually and collectively.
Okay. It does. And tell me a little bit about the support that we have when maybe one of us is going through a little something.
Oh my goodness. Not only do we have support of our group, but it's our family members too.
Mm-hmm.
If any one of us is going through anything, we stop whatever we're doing and we pick up the slack. We make sure that they are okay. And I don't mean just okay, I mean all right. Mm-hmm. Being okay and being all right is two different things.
Okay.
We make sure that you are all right. And that's the difference, because I look at your eyes, you got to talk to me. Look at me. So we, like I said, we all have our ups and downs, but we make sure that we're all right.
That's good. That's good. What's something about you that maybe our listening audience doesn't know?
That they don't know about me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Shaka Khan, but that was in middle school. It's okay.
Everybody has that look.
I'm over that.
She wanted to be Shaka Khan.
I don't know where that came from, but you could have told me nothing. I was going to be Shaka Khan. I don't know how that worked in being a preacher's wife, but anyway, it's okay. I'm fine. I was involved in a lot of projects when I was in college. Mm-hmm. I did become Miss Black Nebraska.
Okay.
1978-79. No, I'm not afraid to tell my age. I'm totally fine with that. It's been a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm married. Been married 31 years. Actually, Dwayne and I dated 5 years, long distance.
Wow.
He lived in Illinois, as a matter of fact, and he dated me for 5 years. And I thought it was great. I told him, "You make the best boyfriend." He said, "We need to get married." I said, "No, it's okay." He said, "No, we're getting married." I thought, "Okay." It's the truth.
That's good. That's good.
I think it's TMI. Is that too much?
No, hey. And tell me a little bit about Miss Black Nebraska. I was, when I went out there to visit, it was like you were a local celebrity.
A lot of, the thing about it was absolutely fantastic. That whole year, I did it actually so I could get a scholarship to go to college. And so that scholarship helped to pay for me to go to college. But I represented the state of Nebraska. I traveled a lot. I went to South Dakota, Kansas, Oklahoma. A lot of places where we could represent Nebraska and talk about the university, talk about some of the things that we have going on in Nebraska. There's a lot of people that came from Nebraska that people don't know about it. Yes, there are black people in Nebraska.
I was going to ask that next. Look.
My Made New family witnessed all.
We did. And
Native Americans too.
Yep.
But there's a lot of African Americans that are from, actually, which people don't know, that Malcolm X is from Omaha, Nebraska. Mm-hmm. Didn't know that.
So we got two of y'all out there. And they cook. They do an excellent job with cooking.
We, like I said, anyone that, if I know someone, my mom really doesn't have to know the person, or my sisters don't have to know the person. All I have to do is pick up the phone and say they're coming that way, and I'll tell them which house to stop in. And that's all they need to know. And it's absolutely true.
So tell me, what do you think about this new project that we're working on? Give me your feelings about what we're embarking on this time.
Oh my goodness! I'm excited. If I'm excited about it, I'm telling you guys, it is awesome. I heard some of the snippets of it. It's amazing how it's put together. I don't need to see the full picture, because in my head I already see it. I'm gonna tell you guys, you're gonna have to witness this CD. This is gonna be out of this world. You hear me? I'm telling you. I heard something. Oh my goodness! Not just because I'm in it. I'm just saying. I want to be Shaka Khan. This CD is absolutely fantastic.
And You're Worthy, Lord, is one that we...
Oh man, that is our anthem. Lay down, roll, and cry. Get your tissue, grab your mama. I'm telling you, you've got to hear the CD. It's awesome. That is a praise and worship song that will make you stand still. Absolutely. For everyone that has supported Made New, I really appreciate it. This did not start out being something we had to sell CDs or being a group. Actually, we started out just ministering to our sick and shut-in, going to the nursing home. And so for everyone out there that has bought a CD or supported us in any way, I really appreciate it, and God bless you. Thank you.
Okay, Betty, one last thing before we leave. You got to tell me, this is like your life, life mantra. What do you always say?
What I always say to everybody when they get all messed up about their age, my thing is like this. It's not about your age. I don't mind getting old. I just don't want to get ugly. That's what I tell everybody, and that's what I mean too. Do not. You see something out of place, fix it. That's it. I don't mind being old. You just don't get ugly.
Don't be ugly.
You can't fix ugly. You can't fix it.
And there you have it.